Hey, everybody. Now, here's a theory that I truly understand and it has all of the solid evidence to be valid, right? Planet X, remember they said they couldn't find it? Well, that's what the Mayan calendar was. Okay. The Mayan calendar, the reason it had a cycle and it ended and had to stop again was every time Planet X came around. Okay. That's where the flood came from. The angels came from there. And then understand that's why we have meteors, because that planet got destroyed. That's why we have the rings of Saturn, because as it was broken down, because it collided with something. That piece I haven't found yet, right? But as it collided, that's why we have moons. That's why, Saturn has the rings, meteorites, all these crazy abnormalities in the universe that our system, it just doesn't make sense, right? But those are the facts, right? And it's so clear when you put the pieces of that puzzle together, right? The Mayan calendar ended years ago, and the world didn't end like they thought because that planet got destroyed. It's like God seen that abnormality, and they went against God's wishes because God created everything, right? And God stopped it. That was their punishment. That was the fall of the angels. It's and that's how back in the day, like I said about the pyramids, right? The pyramids were run by the Nile River, which was originally salt water that man changed because they didn't want free energy for everybody. It had four shafts. Those four shafts, as the moon rose, because they had a tunnel that went under the pyramids, so the salt water was there. As the moon rose, right, then they would create different harmonic vibrations that generated electricity. And back then, they had, because they found these in the digs, they had sand batteries that stored that energy. So all night it was producing energy, and in the daytime they had the battery, so they never went without. And now let's get into it. They have them bell-shaped spaceships, right? And like this was one of Hitler's research things. What those did was it theoretically, I don't know because I haven't. They hid it from us, right? And I just get it because meditation, connected with my higher self, sit with God. Like I get all this blast of information that just blows my mind. But and then I research it, and it's all true. So I never doubt it anymore. What those bell-shaped ships did, they would fit in them shafts of the pyramid, and as the moon rose, the salt water, the harmonic levels would send it. And that's how they broke space without burning fuel that killed Mother Earth. Now, I don't understand why they're burning so much fuel, killing the Mother Earth to get that, right? When we have all this wisdom, all this knowledge, that's for us to do everything and stay in harmonic balance that God created. It's mind-blowing how man got misled by Satan and did things through greed, because it's not God's way. Like we really have all this knowledge we have, and just put it together and we can live in peace. We don't have to go through all this greed, all this blah, blah, blah. Just stop. Enough. Just go back to basics, how things work, right? And theoretically, on this point, right, could be because a desert going through a river going through a desert, logically don't make sense, right? So theoretically, back then, those weapons made it a desert in Egypt. It's not supposed to be like that. But that's probably where they got the atomic bomb from. They found that knowledge and accessed it and did it again. It doesn't make any sense. So the Bible taught us, right? That knowledge is evil. Nukes, all that stuff. Bad. Stop that. And what I just shared about that, I really believe that's cold water fusion. really is. And that's the cold water fusion they've been searching for and couldn't find. Or they try to keep it from us because they do it creating toxic waste that kills people. It kills animals. It kills environments. It's pretty much blasphemy because you're killing Mother Earth. I don't know. I had to share this because there's a better way we can do things. There really is a better way we can do things. And we can actually be, like I've been saying, man keeps us here. We are supposed to be here where God designed us to be. But nobody wants to do that because they're so greedy. They're so power hungry. When God designed everybody the way they are because it's a working system, right? We all have different gifts that God blessed us with. That when we work together, we excel more. But they don't want that because they want to be all the ones with all the power, all the money, blah, 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 blah. The satanic way. I don't know. Just blows my mind, people. Have a blessed day.